y'all? I went to the Dollar Tree looking for stuff we could use in the dollhouse. And I picked up a few things. Some of these things I've been looking for a long time. I'm telling ya, I live in a black hole when it comes to doll stuff. I finally found those doll-sized toilets that have been out for like ever and never at my store. Well, until today. For $1, this is a pretty decent doll toilet. It's open in the back, and it does have a lid that can open and close. And it's a great size for a 1/6 scale dollhouse. I'm just gonna paint this part silver for a little detail. To go with the toilet, we also picked up a tub. It's a little small, but for $1, we can probably learn to live with it. Just add a little paint for extra detail. I found pink chairs. We already have this chair style. The last time I bought them, they were blue. You get 2 for $1, so it's not a bad buy. It's a pretty sturdy chair. I wouldn't mind seeing some more neutral colors, just saying. But at this price, we could easily buy enough chairs for the entire dollhouse. We found Playmobil blind bags for just $1. If you collect Playmobil figures, then this might be a good deal for you. Cut open the top to see who is inside. It's in pieces. There is a collector's guide with instructions at the bottom. Looks like this goes that way. And right here, attach the arms. I have to hold them in place, then add the legs. Oops! Add the head, the hair. That hair was kind of tricky to get on. Assemble the guitar, and he's good to go. Let's try again. I wouldn't mind getting the gnome. Is the gnome inside? No. All right. I found this clip cup in the office supplies section. Let's remove the bottom foam. It comes out pretty easily. Turn it over. Glue a chain on top so it can hang. Take an LED tea light candle. Place a little blue tack on the bottom. Then place it in the cup to make a working light. Here is a 5-piece pet house. This one has cats and this one has dogs. Let's open it up. The included house is pink. It has little clear doors that open. It came with this little backing, but it doesn't actually stay there. So you might have to tape or glue that in place if you want to keep it. There are 4 included puppies, 2 brown ones and 2 white ones. These look like a pretty good size for our 1/6 scale dollhouse, but we might need to touch up the paint a little. Add a little extra to the eyes and add a nose, going from this to this. It's a very small little thing to add, but I think the bigger eyes really help to sell the dog. You could even do an all-out custom paint job if you wanted to. This was one of the white puppies. I messed up while painting its eyes and got black paint all over it. I couldn't get it off because it got stuck in the little grooves, so I just ended up having to paint the whole thing. And now it's kind of like a brown with a little white colored chest. Now we just have to paint the eyes without messing up a second time. And the nose. And now we have a little brown puppy. Well, we have 3 little brown puppies. It's good to know they can be painted. It adds to the fun. We can place them inside of the little house and look at all of our puppies. Same goes for the cats. This time I didn't accidentally push out the backing, and it looks like it's just sitting there and staying in place. But you have to remove it in order to get the cats out. But then I'm gonna put it back. The cats also come in brown and white. Here are the 2 little brown kittens. Once again, I think we can color the eyes in a little bit more. And here are the white kittens. This one looks like he's doing a little grooming. Oh, the bigger eyes make it so adorable. And I gave them a little pink nose. Now this cat, when I look closely, I noticed that the eyes were actually shut. So I used nail polish remover to remove the black dots, drew on some closed eyes, painted the nose pink and the tongue pink. And I think it came out pretty cute. With a little paint, these are a fun find. Here's another option for $1. These are by Barbie. It looks like you get one pet, a basket, and an accessory. There's a puppy, a bunny, and a kitten. The puppy comes with a bone and a purple basket that says Barbie. It's a nice sized puppy with painted details. However, the collar does not continue onto the back. So you might want to touch that up a little. The bunny is about the same size, comes with the same basket, and a carrot. And its little ribbon bow is also not painted in the back. And it has a little two-tone tail. The kitten has the same basket, a ball of yarn, and has a little pink bow in its hair. The paint also stops a little short. The chest actually continues over to the side, but the paint stops right there in the middle. But for the most part, I think they're pretty cute. They're very animated with large, bright eyes, and those little accessories are cute. We found some clothes, a couple of fancy outfits. We'll let Luciana help us out today. Here we have a white and gold dress. The stitching is a little loose. It does fit the Barbie, and the pattern goes all the way around. And this outfit comes in a resealable bag. Up next, we have this shiny little dress. I think that ribbon is supposed to go over her head so it becomes like a little halter dress, but yeah, it's not happening today. It also has a faux fur stole that has raw edges, and it's just kind of shedding. I think the dress itself has some potential. I would probably just remove this ribbon and take in the sides a little for a better fit. It's a stretchy fabric, so you can get a pretty decent little fit. It also comes with white shoes and a white purse. This purple and pink dress also comes in a resealable bag. It has a pink sparkly top. We might need a few adjustments there, and a purple sequin skirt. Here we have a metallic gold dress with wide straps and black ribbon around the waist. I find myself wanting to turn this into some harem pants. The fabric's pretty cool. To me, it's screaming 80s. Might be a good idea for a fixer-upper. Here's another party outfit. It's a one-shoulder top with silver ribbon and a pink skirt. The fabric for the skirt is a little stiff. It comes with a black and silver bag with a rose detail and pink shoes. Let's try this one. Unfortunately, the pants are a no-go for Barbie. We can get the jacket on, but I do see some loose stitching, and we have a lot of raw edges. This set also comes with shoes and a purse. I think if we removed the black ribbon and turned it under, or used a thinner ribbon, you could probably get a cute jacket. Here's another pants outfit. Yep, can't get the pants on. But the top is actually pretty usable. It has a high collar and a short sleeve. And we get purple shoes and a purple purse. This one's a skirt, so it might fit. Ooh, the top and the skirt are separate. The Velcro on the skirt is a little tight in the back. It's barely hanging on. And take care, because when I touched it by accident with the Velcro, the fabric snagged. The top has ruffles on the sleeves. Those edges are raw. And take care when dressing, because this fabric can pull at the seams. This set comes with blue shoes and a blue heart purse. Now we can go into career wear. The pants have elastic at the waist with a raw edge. They are made out of a stretchy fabric, so we were able to get them onto the doll. The top fits, it has printed details, comes with a blue spatula, and white sneakers. And the bottom of the pants are raw as well. For $1, I think this one is pretty decent. This fashion pack looks like it's for construction. Unfortunately, I can't get it all the way onto the doll. It comes with a hard hat and sneakers, and the hard hat was a tight fit as well. This one looks like it's for a veterinarian. It comes with white pants, a white top with pink ribbon, white shoes, and the same dog from the doghouse. He's that one, the same one as the one I painted. I wish those raw edges were hemmed, but for $1, it's a decent set of scrubs. This one is for a musical artist. On the top, the ribbon that goes around the neck is sewn closed, so that's not gonna fit my dolls unless I remove their heads. On the doll, it's a little loose at the top. If we want this to fit our Barbie, we're gonna have to do a little sewing. Here's the skirt, the shoes, and the microphone, which can be detached from the stand. The stand is a little short in comparison to our dolls. But I think this is a pretty decent fabric that we could use to turn into something else. Maybe we could just fold over and hem the top. I'm removing the Velcro. Go over and reinforce some of the stitching, like the darts and the bottom hem. Reattach the Velcro to make a fitted top. Remove the waistband from the skirt. Trim down the skirt. Then reattach it to the waistband. Use leftover fabric from the skirt to make straps to create a whole new look. With this fabric, we do have to be careful not to make it too tight because it will pull. But not bad for a dollar store dress. We can take the gold dress, cut off the skirt, open it up, place elastic at the top, fold over the top edge, and sew a casing. Then I make a small stitch across the elastic to hold it in place and pull the other end together. With the good side on the inside, match up the ends and sew a straight line going all the way down. Adjust the elastic so it's even all the way around. Lay the skirt flat with the seam in the middle, and then we're going to sew a little half circle from one end to the other. Cut off the excess, flip it inside out to make harem pants for a whole new look. With a little imagination, those dollar store finds can become real treasures. In one of our last dollar store hauls, I was going crazy looking for the Barbie Baker. And I found her. Finally! It seemed like it took forever. And then I found more mini Barbies. These seem to have the Barbie Dreamtopia theme. This one is Starlight Fairy. Each doll comes on a Barbie stand, and they are finished all the way around. Here is Flower and Flutter Princess, Rainbow Mermaid, Rainbow Lights Mermaid, and Fairy Candy Princess. They are the same size as the previous series, so we can expand our mini Barbie collection. We picked up a pair of nunchucks. I thought we could use them as a punching bag. Here is Desktop Cornhole and Desktop Rollerball. The Cornhole is really sturdy, and the Rollerball is made out of a thin cardboard. I thought maybe these could be fun games for the dolls. Some assembly is required. The Cornhole is actually pretty easy. Just gotta put that piece there, and you're good to go. Then just toss the pieces into the hole. Let's try again. All right. Nope. Okay. Might work a little better with mini beanbags, but it's definitely a great size for the dolls and pretty sturdy. The Desktop Rollerball comes with instructions and requires a little more work. Once assembled, it comes with 4 balls, so we can play the game. I think we just gotta... Nope, that didn't work. All right, let's try again. Oops, that one just fell out of my hand. All right, come on. I don't know. With a few modifications, it might be a lot of fun in a doll arcade. In the crafting section, we found mini glass jars that could be fun to use in a kitchen, craft room, or a garage. They also have a variety of mini tools that can be used for crafting, and a variety of placemats that would make perfect outdoor rugs for the dollhouse. This placemat could be used for like a kitchen tile or the bottom of a pool. Overall, I think we found a few fun finds. That gold dress and those mini Barbies are a must for me. Let us know in the comments down below which items caught your eye or are already in your collection. Thank you for joining us for this dollar store haul. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog. And we will see you next time. Bye!